You know when there's nothing left to do but to fight? With everything you've got to get back up. There's a word for it. Resilience.
Change, it's a constant in life. Nothing gives us immunity from it. Resilience is the capacity to adapt to negative change.
We all live inside a bubble, right? This is our world. We go to church here, we work over here, we go get our coffee over here, we go to this park over here, we usually go over here to, hang out with friends. This is our favorite club. This is our world. This is our favorite spot on the beach. We all live in this bubble. What you gotta do to get the life that God wants you to have, you gotta put more air in your bubble. You got to blow your bubble up. Expand yourself. Take yourself out your comfort zone. Do not live in your bubble. Put some more air in your bubble. If you stay in your comfort zone, that's where you will fail.
Resilience is such a key part of being successful. You don't need to be the smartest, you don't need to be the hardest working, and you don't need to have the highest IQ.
To exercise resilience, some change in circumstances must have happened. Some change in circumstances must have happened.
Definition of resiliency is not about bouncing back. It's this. It is to grow through.
The idea is to understand your belief system. Your beliefs impact your feelings. Your feelings impact how you think about things, and your thoughts ultimately impact how you act and respond.
And what I've discovered is that the resilient people face reality. They see it for what it is, and they deal with it proactively. They don't see a molehill as a mountain. A molehill is a molehill is just a molehill. And a mountain is a mountain. If it's a big thing, it's a big thing. If it's a small thing, it's a small thing. They also don't ruminate. Now, rumination is when you add negative emotion to things that happen in life. The second thing I noticed by then is also they forgive others. They forgive people who have wronged them. They don't resent people, and they don't envy other people. And in fact, resilient people that I've spoken to have realized in their lives that resentment, unforgiveness, and envy is the same, or follows the same logic as banging your head against the wall and hoping that something or someone else will get hurt by it, and then getting really annoyed when they don't get hurt and you get hurt by it.
But what this is, it's not just about showing up for the moments. If you actually implement this, if you practice this, what it brings is resilience. Because life is gonna throw us some curveballs, that's what it does. Life has some really amazing things, but then there are also some challenges, some really difficult things. And I believe resilience is the #1 skill that entrepreneurs, small business owners, small business professionals, really anyone, if you want to achieve any level of success in your life, I believe resilience is the #1 skill. Because if all we did was come in here and we get fired up and motivated and ready to conquer the world, and then we go outside and we hit a brick wall and get knocked down, it doesn't serve us.
We need to take our best ideas, our strongest intuitions, and we need to test them. We need to measure whether we've been successful, and we have to be willing to fail, to be wrong, to start over again with lessons learned.
Everything happens for a reason. Some reasons are immediately available to you, others take time to reveal themselves.
When the going gets tough, I normally ask myself a question that goes something like this. Is what I'm doing, thinking, and feeling right now helping me or anybody else in any way? If the answer to that is no, then I ask myself a second question. So what's the point of doing it, thinking, and feeling it? Because if it serves no purpose, there's no real need for that. The second question I want to ask all of, you and me, is what are we going to do with what we have in our heads, where we're at, regardless of where we're from, to make life better for ourselves, for society, for our communities, for our organizations, for our families, starting today. Don't wait with it. It's something you need to start doing today. You can't procrastinate on this. We have to start today.
It's about being able to get back up when life hits you. Resilience, it opens your life to grace, like I talked about. Sometimes just good things happen. But if you're moving so fast, you can miss them. I believe there's an undercurrent of grace, of good, that's carrying us forward. I mean, how many of you would say whatever you've been through that you are glad to be where you are today in life? I mean, I've been through some really difficult stuff over the last 6 years, over the last year, the last 6 months. But you know what? I wouldn't trade where I am for anything. So it's about being able to be present, to show up, to flow through the moments, to allow grace. And we're gonna make mistakes on the way. This is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's not perfection. We're gonna mess up, and you know what? It doesn't matter what happened in the last moment. It doesn't matter what you did, because guess what? A new moment starts right now. The more important question is, who will you be in this moment? Who will you be in this moment? But the past, it doesn't matter unless you live there. This moment is new. This moment is an opportunity to turn it all around. Whatever it is that you're aiming for, the grand mosaic, in the end, it's going to be a masterpiece. If you don't like where it is right now, this moment is an opportunity to turn it all around. This moment matters.